Hi, this is once again Dipen Shah from the PCG research team here at Kotak Securities. Talking about markets, over the past couple of weeks we have seen that markets have been in a narrow band, they have consolidated, and that is after a significant rise which we saw in the month of September. Now this is broadly what we had been anticipating and we had been recommending over the past few weeks. We had said that post the stability in the US and European economies, there will be no major catastrophes there, and also in the domestic markets, after the slew of reforms which had been announced, markets will likely consolidate till any further announcements have been made. That is what has broadly panned out. We have seen that global markets have been pretty range bound, they have been stable, and we have not seen any major concerns emerging out of US or Europe in the last few weeks. On the domestic front also, after the initial set of reforms, we have seen that government has not made any further announcements. We are expecting some announcements to be made, but in the meantime markets have kind of stabilized. Over the near to medium term, we believe that the reforms process will be the major focus area for the markets, and that will be a major determinant. There are quarterly numbers which have started, and that will also decide the course of the stock prices, but largely it will be the reforms process which we will be focusing on. There has been a good start which has been made by the government. We have seen that the FDI has been allowed or relaxed in several of the sectors. We have seen that the diesel price has been increased, and there has been some movement on the subsidy front. However, as we had said in the past, there are further reforms and more reforms which are needed for the markets to sustainably move up, and these are more on the core reforms. So we will be focusing on further issues or further reforms on the areas like land acquisition, something more on the mining front, something on the power sector front, and once when these are addressed, we can see markets can move up sustainably. There has been a good start which has been made, but the implementation of the reforms already announced is also important. If we have to look at the power sector, then there are several states which have to agree to the formula which has been proposed to reduce the burden of the DISCOMs, and all these factors will be very important for the markets to kind of sustain and move up from here. Till that time, we believe that a stock specific approach is the best. We had been recommending the same, and we continue to maintain that. We should be focusing on companies which have got strong balance sheets and strong managements. Companies with strong cash flows are also something which are recommended. In the past few weeks, we have seen that several of the investment led stocks have moved up in anticipation of further reforms to happen. We will be slightly more cautious on these companies, and will recommend them very forcefully once we see that more reforms come through on the core side. So as of now, we continue to maintain a stock specific approach and would become more bullish on the investment led themes once when the associated reforms are announced. Thank you very much.